first. I got out on our floor. I managed to get out on our floor. He jumped up. Like I said, I had on really high heels. He's tried to stop me by tackling me. He jumped on my back. And you know how like those long halls in the casino? I carried him on my back, fighting, till I got to my room and I started banging on my door. And I was screaming all the way. But it's Vegas. You ain't screaming in the hallway.
My question. So in this video, we got Anthony Anderson is one of the biggest creeps in Hollywood. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know Anthony Anderson was a weirdo. I really did. Not like this. Not like this. I seen the first little part of this video. And if you're an Anthony Anderson fan, you probably won't be one after this video. I'm just saying, you got a lot of questions that need to be answered, man. Let's get started.
This clip was going viral on TikTok, right? Maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, maybe. Because back in July, Anthony Anderson and his team actually responded to this clip, making its way back around the internet, because this happened in 2003. Mind you, Anthony Anderson was 33 years old and Lindsay Lohan was 17.
Anthony,
this man...
I didn't hear anything about this. Have any of y'all heard about this? I haven't seen this clip before I came across this video. I didn't know there was a response to the clip. Shit. If it went viral, it didn't go viral on my in my algorithm.
Says the wildest shit I have ever heard so blatantly on a television show. Hopefully this doesn't have any kind of copyright and we can actually show it, because he actually puts his hand on her knee and says, "You sure grown up a lot since you last did Parent Trap. And me and my kids used to watch you." Now, y'all know when she did Parent Trap, she was young. Right here, she's 17, young, and he's 33. And if I'm not mistaken, Anthony Anderson has some sexual charges against him a couple years ago. But check this out. This ain't that much of old news. They just came out over the summer and responded to this clip. This shit is crazy. Check this out, y'all.
You're sick and you just kissed me on the lips with tongue?
I didn't kiss you on the lips.
Somebody bring me some.
Real quick before he get into that, I ain't know none of this. Anthony Anderson has faced multiple accusations of sexual assault dating back to 2004, but none have resulted in a conviction or criminal charges being filed against him. All legal cases related to these accusations were dropped or dismissed due to a lack of evidence or prosecutorial discretion. 04, in July 04, an extra on a film set accused Anthony Anderson and an assistant director of aggravated rape. Anderson was charged, but a judge dismissed the case due to insufficient probable cause. Again in 04, in September this time, in California, a woman filed a civil lawsuit against Anderson claiming he made sexually suggestive remarks and assaulted her on a sitcom set in 03. The outcome of this case is not publicly known. In 2018 in California, July, a woman reported to police that Anderson had assaulted her at an event she catered. A criminal investigation was opened, but the district attorney's office declined to file charges in September 18 because the alleged victim declined to be interviewed. So that's the background on that. Let's finish up.
Rubbing alcohol. You're sick and you just kissed me on the lips with tongue?
I didn't kiss you on the lips.
Somebody bring me some. I digress. My children and I, we love you and the Parent Trap. I just want to give that to you.
Thank you so much.
And you've grown up a whole lot since then. You're only 17.
Yeah.
Are you driving yet?
Yes.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that's creepy as fuck. He put his hand on her leg and shit. You growing up a whole lot. I don't know. I just feel like there's just certain things. Why you even gotta tell an adult they shouldn't say certain things, especially to like a kid? You know what I'm saying? People will be like, "Oh, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing." If you're a weirdo, you'll think that ain't nothing. But if you're not a weirdo, you be like, bro, like, how would you feel if your 17-year-old, another grown man, put his hand on her lap and said, "You grown up a lot since then. That ain't nothing."
Can you drive?
Yes, it's the same things.
Speaking of pink,
Uh-oh.
I have something I'd like to add to your collection. It's pink, it's satiny, and it's me.
Oh
It's me. So Lindsay, from me, there you go.
well, this is gonna go right on my bed, and when I see
That
you, I
shit
will
going in the
tag
garbage.
you. Please don't bring it.
Now, aside from entertaining me in your room and in your house, what gentleman will be at the new pad with you and Raven Simone?
No one.
I'm just talking about, like parties.
No, I don't have a
get-togethers.
boyfriend. I don't know.
She's single, but looking.
But I'm illegal for people that are old.
Well,
Damn. Yo, this is creepy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen this, and this shit creepy. She even had, but I'm illegal, like with her hand up. I ain't gonna lie, he acting real sus in more ways than one.
some men like them young. We ain't gonna miss. I'm just talking about, like parties.
No, I don't have a
get-togethers.
boyfriend. I don't know.
She's single, but looking.
But I'm illegal for people that are old.
Well, some men like them young. We ain't gonna mention no names, but I'm one of them.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Come on now, dog.
Bruh. Bruh. Come on, man. This ain't even comedy. And I know some of y'all weirdos out there. Y'all gonna say, oh, this is comedy, he joking. I ain't even gonna say nothing else. Go ahead and out yourself right now, please. So we all can know who to stay away from.
Now,
We ain't gonna mention no names, but I'm one of them.
now this big-headed, big-bearded former fat boy
What
is
the
one.
fuck? Yo, hey, yo.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Bro. Bro. You can't just throw that up on the screen like that, man. You gotta give a warning or something out for it. Come on, man. I never seen this. Come on. Hey, my bad, y'all. I swear to goodness, I didn't watch this far. Here, let me keep it going. My
Nasty ass man.
This nigga
From
wrong.
the moment that interview started, he was completely
Cuzzo.
inappropriate.
You wrong,
a 17-year-old
bro.
girl.
Yeah, he was inappropriate.
And back in the summer, they tried to come out and say that it was meant to be comedy. It was meant to be all jokes.
Shit.
When
It was meant to
just
be all jokes.
a year after that, he faced his first, sexual assault charge.
Nigga, can you get the
And
picture
after
off the screen? Here, hold on. We're gonna
Of
get
a
past
former actress alleging assault from Anthony Anderson in an elevator. But y'all, this man started the interview saying she kissed him on the lips, put his hands on her knee and said, "You've grown up since then." She was only 17 years old, y'all, in that interview.
Right.
That she's grown up a lot since Parent Trap. The most horrifying of it all ended that clip with saying, "I won't say any names of men who like them young," and openly said, "I do."
Yeah, you would almost be you can't make no excuse for that weirdo behavior, but even if he would have left it at that, the other weirdos could have probably had somewhat of an argument, like, oh, he wasn't. No, he said, "I'm one of them." Like, who plays like that? Who jokes like that? Seriously, I'm asking. Like, what grown man jokes like that? Yeah, I don't know any that jokes like that at all.
What part of funny or comedy is that when you're saying it to a 17-year-old? You're asking a 17-year-old girl who at that time was living with Raven Simone, what kind of guys are they going to have at their house? He literally asked her. I don't even think he asked, was she, living with her parents just to know. I think he was trying to plot, trying to make sure she living alone so he might be able to slide one day.
That's crazy.
33 years old.
That's crazy.
I mean, look at Anthony Anderson.
And again, we just read about those 3 cases now. Nothing came of them. Well, it said the one case, the outcome isn't publicly known, so they could have settled. But I mean, hell, 3 cases plus this weird behavior, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know he was like this, man. I ain't know he was like this, man. Not this type of weird. I thought he was weird, you know. I ain't know he was this type of weird though.
He done got so skinny, head so big. He got that bobblehead effect going on right now. And look,
that's that
this is an
Ozempic
old
look.
picture of Anthony Anderson right here. I can just look at him and you can tell he nasty. You can tell he a little predator. Look at them shoes. Got that little old Nokia. This is a real old picture right here. I can just see it over Anthony Anderson. You can see real old picture right here.
Yeah, look at those shoes. Yeah, for sure. You can't trust nobody with shoes like that, fam. Ain't no doubt about it. It's those like bowling shoes or something.
Shoes. Got that little old Nokia. This is a real old picture right here. I can just see it over Anthony Anderson.
Damn, is that him?
You can see that he was a nasty guy.
Oh, wow. No, that ain't a real picture, is it? Bro, this don't even look real. Is that really him? No. Yo, there's no way, man, that this is really him. Wow. I know he don't look like this exactly now. At least I don't think he does. But this looks weird, yo. I'm not going to hold you. Wow. He honestly, with a head that big, I put my weight back on. For real though. With a head that big, I'm gaining weight again. Fuck that shit, man. He must have had some health issues or something. Damn, that shit look crazy.
Is being accused of, assault so many times. Ain't these women just ain't out here making this stuff up.
Nah, not that many times, bro.
And I was honestly kind of mind blown when I saw that clip of him and Lindsay Lohan. I never seen that. I ain't see that when I was a child.
Me neither. I ain't heard of that.
Nothing. They must have kept that under wraps.
Yeah, they tried to.
Whoever put that out and let that go viral, they must, I don't know. Obviously it had to be because he was gonna host the Emmys, and they were trying to get him banned from hosting the Emmys. So all of the freaky stuff and assault charges were coming back around because they were like, why would the...
Yo, I mean, I know like when you lose weight, it can make your face and head and features, things like that look different. But bro, this picture compared to that other one, like it's just nothing similar, man, to that head right there. Like those just look too totally. That's weird, bro. That's just a weird transition.
Back around because they were like, why would the producers hire him to host the Emmys? So clearly that's where it came from. People just started digging this stuff up. Now, I want to play y'all this next clip of the lady who talks about him assaulting her on the elevator. Then I also, man, it gets a little bit freakier.
Damn.
Anthony Anderson, this almost turned into a whole video about him. I didn't even think it was going to be this long. But Anthony Anderson, he tells a story where he talks about going to a hotel with Prince. And look, this should get a little freaky. I'm not even going to say what it's about. I'm going to wait till we get to that part. Before we go there, check out this clip about the assault that happened on the elevator, all right? Check this out.
We were signing posters for the movie because the movie was out, and we were done. So we were staying in a hotel, all of us, everybody. It was just, they were sending different cast members out to different cities to promote. And I was paired with this person because we were both sort of easy, off the cuff, and funny. Like we could just go back and forth. So it made it interesting. It was just sort of like a meet and greet. We were signing posters. We were all done. And I never forget what I had on. I had on a jean jumpsuit that zipped up the front.
Okay.
And we were done. We've been out there for hours. Going back in the hotel, Vegas hotels, it's a lot of floors. And we were like near the top of the floor. We were both all staying on the same floor. And I was in the elevator, and he had 2 male friends that were in town just to see, hang out and whatever. But you know, you worked with someone and then you've been doing promotion with this person. You think that's your friend and you're very comfortable.
Right.
So getting in the elevator with him and his two friends in a Vegas elevator to go, 42 floors up wasn't a thing. We were just talking in there, and he looked at his friend and his friend pushed the emergency stop. And he said, "You're going to finally give me what I want."
Really?
I thought he was kidding. I started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, I had really high heels on.
Mm-hmm.
And he came at me to try to unzip my, and that's when I caught his hand right here. And I was like, no, you're not going to unzip a big guy.
Okay.
Pushed me back, tried to unzip it. We were fighting now with my zipper because I realized now
his friend is in there watching.
Two friends.
Two friends watching this. Wow.
And kept the elevator from moving. And people I guess are trying to make it move again because they're on different floors. So it start moving and they would stop it again. We were fighting with the zipper. He got the zipper down and tried to pull it off of my body. Now we're fighting. We're both sweating. And I was like, "You not going, no."
Right.
And we fought and we fought. And we went up and down. I'll never forget. We stopped on a floor, opened up, and there was a bunch of people trying to get in the elevator. And his two friends stood in front of the door and said, "You're not getting on this elevator." And he got my jumpsuit off of me, like the top of me, but it was still on my waist.
Bro, so wait, he got people in on this. This can't be, if this ain't the first time. If all he had to do, if this is true, I don't know if this is true or not. Because again, it said he hasn't been charged with anything. So I'm gonna go by that. But this is true. If all he had to do was give a look, and the guy knew to hit the button, that's not the first time. So the guy is in on it. Those guys are in on it. And you know what's crazy too? Like a lot of these guys, man, besides the ego thing of being famous and having some money, if you, like back in the day, he was fat, so he probably wasn't getting no females or nothing like that. So like you add the fact that you got money, you got some fame, people like that can get out of hand what they on a power trip and shit. But still, man, to be doing something like this, allegedly, if this is true, and trying to assault this lady on the elevator while two of his bodyguards basically conspire with him and help it go down. I never knew none of this, bro. I never knew any of this. I actually did like Anthony Anderson. I mean, I thought he was a solid, like, movie star, comedian. Right? He wasn't nothing exceptional. He wasn't a Bernie Mac or nothing, but he was all right to watch. Damn.
I got out on our floor. I managed to get out on our floor. He jumped up. Like I said, I had on really high heels. He's tried to stop me by tackling me. He jumped on my back. And you know how like those long walls in the casino? Yeah. I carried him on my back, fighting till I got to my room and I started banging on my door. And I was screaming all the way. But it's Vegas. Right. You ain't screaming in the hallway.
My question is, though, if it's Vegas in a hotel, wouldn't there be cameras? Didn't Jay-Z and them get in trouble? Jay-Z got in trouble, right? On the camera in Vegas. Was it Vegas? Y'all remind me what happened. Was that on the elevator? That Jay-Z and Solange incident and all that? Was that on the elevator? Either way, it's Vegas. I don't know how long ago this was, but you got to think Vegas probably done had cameras since cameras was able to be put inside of buildings, man. So you would think there would be some camera footage of this somewhere. And if so, did he pull a Diddy and pay him off for the footage?
And my fiance at the time came out. He was in the room next to our room. He jumps off, goes to his room, and now we are looking a mess, both of us. I just pushed him back in the door. We went in our room and I told him what happened. And he said, "I'm going next door." And I was like, "I don't want you to go next door. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't want you to do that because that's going to end up in a fight." He goes next door anyway.
Hell yeah. What you mean?
He denied everything that happened, but he saw me.
Yeah.
He saw. He
Ain't
knew.
no denying.
He knew.
He shouldn't even been talking.
No, he was. He talked through it. Yeah, it didn't happen. He talked through it. Came back over about an hour later, and he said, "You know, he's going to leave you alone." And I was like, "Okay."
Now, a lot of people don't really believe what she said because she took a long time to come out and tell her story. But I mean, it's kind of 50-50. A lot of people, when I was checking comments, really believe what she said. And shoot, I believe her. Because if
I mean, you can't really give him the benefit of the doubt based on what we know now, right? Shit, if you didn't know any of this other stuff, you might give him the benefit, because it does sound crazy, a crazy story, right? You got 2 bodyguards that's in on it, and they pushing the emergency button, they stopping people from getting on. Y'all fighting, y'all doing all this. Yeah, it's Vegas, like you said. Nobody said nothing. There ain't no camera footage, so I don't know. But I mean, when you got multiple accusations in different states, and you on camera talking about you like them young, not 21, 22, 23, 24 young. You saying this about a 17-year-old you on camera with, bro. Yeah, I think you lose the benefit of the doubt at that point, man.
That bold to do it in front of your friends. I mean, y'all have done it before.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly.
You just didn't get caught or didn't get out.
How else do you know to respond to a look? I look, and then you know by that look, that means hit the button. Come on,
Times that you did. A lot of these people, that we've been learning over the years, this is common practice.
Yeah.
Especially with people in the industry. And sometimes I'll see a lot of comments like, oh, why are you always covering Black entertainers or this and that? It's not even that. I've covered them all. Small, big, and tall, white, brown, Black, and blue. I've covered them all. But it's never ending.
Yeah, it really is.
It's never ending. I don't think I've talked about Anthony Anderson on my page, not one single time since I started YouTube. It doesn't really matter what color the person is. It's just a lot of this stuff is coming out. Thanks to the internet, these people can't escape it, regardless who they are, Black or white. You won't be able to escape the things that you did in the dark. Now, this next clip, this is one of those ones where I found this one, and it probably had only 3 comments underneath it. But the 3 comments that it did have was all questioning what exactly he was talking about. Now, he's finna tell y'all a very strange story about him and Prince, or Prince, and his people inviting him to a hotel in the middle of the night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, to eat pizza and pasta. I said, hold on now. Is they talking about what I think they talking about? Because Prince was at this hotel too, along with Tavis Smiley and others. And he said in the middle of the night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, they're eating pasta and pizza. And we just started this video with him saying he likes them young. So you could put 2 and 2 together as we go ahead and check this clip out.
Went to this after-hour spot after the concert, a place called Village Underground in the Village.
Oh, that's famous.
Yeah, and so, because Prince likes to jam afterwards. Well, Prince just went to go listen to the musicians. And so it's Prince, his assistant, myself. And I see Prince lean over to his assistant. And then all of a sudden, the assistant leans over to me and says, I don't know why I do this voice, but it's like, Prince wants you to come back and have pasta and pizza. I was like, oh, okay. And then Prince got up and left, and she got up and left. I don't know why her voice is so deep, because it was a woman. She got up and she left.
You were summoned.
Yes.
You were summoned by royalty.
And I show up at the Ritz-Carlton. There's a doorman there with a key. And it was like, Ms. Anderson, Prince is on floor 42, and the room number is 4206. I was like, okay. Gave me my key, put me in this private elevator. I went up, put the key in the door opened. I had my wife with me. We walked in. I was like, oh. And there was, an array of people in the living room. And I went back to find Prince, and he was back there holding court with Tavis Smiley and Cornel West. And he looked up and was like, smiled and gave me the peace sign. And I went back in, and we had pasta and pizza at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. How did Prince like his pizza? This is very important. The toppings.
First off,
it's a window into one's soul.
First off, there was no meat on the pizza, and I didn't see Prince eat any pizza. We would go to his house, man, for the house parties. You know, I want to say Prince was a vegan, and so he had his chef prepare. You know, you'll be at the house, and it'd be Stevie Wonder playing the piano, Malcolm Jamal Warner on bass. Rochelle Farrell singing lead, Harry Connick Jr. playing bongos. No, that was Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. I'm sorry. I get him confused sometimes. But it was just amazing, man. And then it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, his chef is serving you breakfast.
I'll leave that one up.
I don't know about that. That don't really seem. That might be a stretch. Now, don't mean nothing else wasn't going on. You know, there's a lot going on at 4 a.m. I'm not sure because I know what pizza, I know what pizza and pasta's go for these days, but I'm not sure if that story is him like insinuating there was something going on, but who knows? Seems like a stretch to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that story.
For y'all to decide what you think about that. Notice he mentioned Malcolm Jamal Warner, who's now dead. The entire interview is about Prince, who's been dead, and just, the common Hollywood circle of at the time people would never have thought they would die the way that they did, and the form of those dark Hollywood rituals. And Anthony Anderson, somebody who basically spent his entire adult life in Hollywood, is no different from the rest of them. And it seems like he was involved in things with the little ones. Because, y'all know, I mean, maybe I'm reaching. Maybe we all, when we hear that word pizza, especially pizza and pasta at 4 a.m.
You don't find that suspicious?
With all kind of people from Hollywood, when we hear that word, we automatically get to thinking,
right?
All right.
Yeah. I don't blame you for thinking
That's
that,
just
though, brother.
automatic. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna let y'all make the decision on this one. So with that being said,
I can't blame him for that. I can't blame him for that. But that one might be a stretch, but it might not be. I will say this though. For someone who self-admittedly likes him young, and he didn't seem like he laughed, but I don't think he was joking. Ain't no telling what the hell he was into. And that's what makes it not funny, right? And it makes it very difficult to explain away. He was out of pocket though. He was out of pocket. And this, I ain't gonna lie, after this, I totally look at him differently now. You can't tell me that boy ain't weird, man. You can't tell me he ain't a fan. Can't tell me. But for whatever reason, I would say he's been able to get away with it because he's never been charged with nothing. And he's never had to pay anything that we know of. So that's kind of fucked up too. If he was into that shit, you can't tell me a guy with his amount of fame and power and influence and money that he never used that, if he likes him young, that he never used that to indulge in those types of things. I'm not buying that bullshit. No, and there ain't no fucking amount of jokes and all of that shit. I'm just playing. No, nigga, don't nobody play like that ain't into that. I'm not trying to hear that shit. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Do y'all believe this? Do y'all think he's a fan? Does this change your perception of him? Did any of y'all already know? I literally did not know about this. When I was looking at TikTok, once I searched it, I seen how many videos people was making, but I just never came across none of my algorithms, man. Put your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.